Hey guys, welcome to Common Time Knowledge. I'm Designless, and we're going to be talking about major scales and also key signatures. Let's get into it. Alright, so first and foremost, if you have not seen the first part, this one right here, please make sure that you see it and we get into that lesson. You can get back to this lesson after we're done. Okay? Alright. That being said, I want to apologize as well too for that first video. I said something that was incorrect. I want to make sure that I'm actually perfect on my information, and that was if it was in a different number, like 4 or like C4 and C3, making C3 the highest pitch. No. C3 is actually the lower pitch than C4. Sorry about that. Lower the number, lower the pitch, higher the number, higher the pitch. Alright, now, that being said, let's move forward. So right now, we're going to be talking about major scales. What is a major scale? This is it. Okay, so just to brief it up, major scale is mostly a lot of things that you hear in music a lot lately. You hear a lot of minor scales as well too, which we'll get into that later. But what I like about major scale is that, it sounds happier than a minor scale does. That's just my opinion. You can correct me on that if you want to in the comments. Hey, but how do you find out if you're in the major scale or if you are in the minor scale? It's a very, very easy thing. Now I'm going to go to my piano to show you. Alright, so with a major scale, you have whole steps and half steps. Whole steps and half steps is this right here. Alright, so how to determine if you're in a whole step and half step, just like I said in the definition. To make it more simple, whole step will be this. This is a half, another whole. So two halves make a whole, of course, but how you get to the whole is right here. We're doing C scale right now. So C scale has, well, all major scales have whole, whole, whole. So whole, half. Actually, it's two wholes, so don't count this one just yet. So whole, half, whole, half. Just like that. So it's two wholes, one half, then three wholes, one half to make the full scale. Now, how do you know if you're doing it correctly? Just hear it from do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Or in the key of D, which has two sharps and has two sharps. Now, those are called accidentals. Accidentals is this. Alright, I was just showing you what accidentals are, but just to not get confused, accidentals will be sharps and flats, and also natural keys as well too. I'm going to get more in depth in that with the key signatures in a minute, but right now just wanted to show you what you're going to be looking for. Alright, now the key of D, like I said, has two sharps, but let's find them. So it's D, so a whole step from D will be E, another whole step from E right here would be 1, 2, so right here, F sharp, Now a half from there will be G. Then a whole one from there will be A. Another whole would be B. Then another whole from here, because it's 3 holes, C sharp. Then another half will be D. Perfect. Just did it right there. Just did a major scale of D, key of D, which has 2 sharps, no flats. All right, now let's get back into me talking about more things. Okay, now, as I was saying, it was pretty simple of knowing what major scale is and also knowing what a whole step and a half step is. Accidentals are kind of different. Now, let's go with the sharps right now. A sharp is raising it by a half step. So whenever you see a key having, hey, I want it, if you see like a key of C, but like if you see it on the staff right here, key of C right there, like that. But this D right here, when it be a D sharp, you'll raise it by a half step. So you play the half step of that, of the D. If you see like a flat on the D, that means lower it by a half step. Sharp raises it up, flat lowers it down. Plain and simple like that. Now, I know you saw in the little description that it had double sharp and double flat. That means raise it by a whole step. Lower it by a whole step. Natural means play the natural key of it again. The natural key will be whatever that key scale was in the beginning. Now, keys and key signatures, now that's a different story. Let's get into that right there, okay? Key signatures are this. Alright, so key signatures, you will find those on your grand staff or your staff. Always in the beginning. You'll see a treble, and then you'll see the key signatures on that. Now, they have different key signatures, different things like that as well too. I'm going to show you at the very end of what are all the key signatures and what are all the scales. And I'm going to tell you something about that, what I want you to do with that. But right now, that is what a key signature does. It determines what key you're in of that song. Now, I'm going to show you right here. As you see on the staff, you will see 2 sharps right there. You'll see it lined up as well too. And make sure you line it up nicely. If you're writing music, make sure that you line it up nicely on what it is on that actual key, so people will know. I don't know how many marks I've gotten down to not having it on the right part of it. It does. If you're in music major, you'll see how crucial it is. You'll love it and you'll hate it at the same time. Now, if you are in the key of 2 sharps, if you see 2 sharps on that, it means you're in the key of D. Alright, so that's about it I can say right now, but yeah. So today's workout, practice, or homework, don't like putting labels on it, is going to be shown at the very end of this video. So if you have any other suggestions or things I should be talking about for the next lesson, please put that in the comments and I'll see if that's where my direction is going to be heading to. If not, see you guys next time, alright? Pieces! Yep. Out! don't have a music book, get into this music book right here. This is a really good music book. I like it a lot. This is the 5th edition. You have the 7th one, go ahead and get into it as well too. Have a Slytherin watch. Yay. Slytherin.